Hello, my name is Steve Casella. I'm one of the partners here at Tower Genius LLC. We are the USA's top cell tower lease consultancy. We help property owners and landlords that have cell tower leasing questions or need help with their cell tower lease proposals. So if you're a cell site landlord, you have a rooftop cell site with Verizon Wireless, with Dish Wireless, with AT&T, or with T-Mobile, or even with US Cellular, or if you are a cell tower landlord with American Tower Corporation, Crown Castle, or SBA Communications as your tenant, well, if you've been a landlord for any amount of time, you've probably received a number of love letters from the wireless industry because they love your lease so much. Actually, it's funny, they signed your lease agreement and, oh, well, let's renegotiate that price. It's actually not really that optimal for us. We need to optimize your lease agreement, or we need a lease optimization. We need a rent guarantee. We're going to guarantee that your rent will be here. Hey, ever hear of Enron? I guess they guaranteed a whole bunch of things for a bunch of people, didn't they? Not. So, when you get one of these rent reduction letters, one of these love letters from the wireless industry, what are you supposed to do as a cell tower landlord? Well, you could just tell them to go piss off and go pound salt. And, for a lot of you folks out there, that's probably the best thing that you can do. You ask them, hey, is this a termination letter? You can actually send them a legal notice to their legal department. Say, hey, I got this rent reduction letter from one of your wonderful consultants out in San Diego. I don't want to name any names, but you ever read Robert Louis Stevenson, The Black Spot of Death? Well, there's a black spot in the wireless industry too. Don't want to mention any names. Or some other company, sounds like Maryland and the number 7. Hey, I don't know. But these companies are out there sending out these threatening rent reduction letters. And actually, one of the reasons that Kevin Donahue and I got, and if I sound a little bit frustrated or upset about this, I got to tell you, folks, the reason that Kevin and I got into this business back in 2008 was because we actually started out, we tried to become a rooftop management company. We were trying to manage rooftops, and I created a website, ended up getting a ton of contacts, people reaching out saying, hey, my mom and dad got this letter. They were terrified. They took, they extended their lease for 90 years. They reduced the rent by 40 or 50%. For the most part, these letters were being sent out to, the flyover states. So they were sending out to a lot of rural cell tower landlords. A lot of churches got them. A lot of farmers, just a lot of average cell tower property owners got these threatening letters. And they all had the subtle threat of exercising their right to terminate the lease agreement. Some of them weren't so subtle. Some of them were pretty darn threatening. So if you've received one of these offers, you have a question, please give us a call. Tower G, we're not going to charge you. We actually charge a $29.99 consulting fee. If you got one of these letters, just tell our call screeners, our receptionists, that you'd like a call back from Kevin or Steve about a rent reduction letter. We will gladly talk to you. We do need to look at your site. If you have an urban rooftop site in one of the NFL urban rooftop markets, we actually believe that there's a strong chance in the next 5 to 10 years that there could be some changes coming to your site. If you want to talk to us about that. But if you receive one of these cell tower lease optimization letters, one of these rent guarantees or rent reduction letters from a wonderful company out in San Diego, give us a call at 888-313-9750. Because the only, lease optimization only goes this way for them, only goes down. Typically, the carriers, especially T-Mobile, AT&T, Verizon Wireless, and especially T-Mobile, these guys are going to fight to reduce your rent. They're going to send you these lease optimization rent reduction letters right up to about a year before your lease expires. And their MO is to try to reduce your rent, get you to take a significant rent reduction. Hey, these carriers knew what they were getting into when they signed those lease agreements. So, no nonsense. Give us a call, Tower Genius. We'd be glad to talk to you and help you.